everyone? Welcome back to Kyle's Cavern. Tonight's video is going to be about Goddesses of Love. Now, if you guys have already seen my other video, I have just posted a few days ago about glamoring and attraction. If you guys have already watched that video, this is going to be kind of like a follow-up series for February leading up to Valentine's Day, just to kind of get you guys into the vibe of self-love, because that's going to really help this journey of attraction, not just in relationships but with everything. Today's video is going to be about the Goddesses of Love, and I actually brought out my statue today. This is Hathor, just to amplify the energy and kind of like, you know, put more of that intention out there. She is like the divine mother in Egypt, so the mother of all the gods, wife to Horus. And make sure that you guys are commenting down below. If you guys want me to switch up the scenery, make sure you guys hit that like button too, because I do not mind to switch up the scenery for you guys and, you know, change it up and do something new. I can do some videos outside if you guys want me to. So we talked about in the last video that there are many different deities to work with and even moon phases. So we just came out of a new moon, which was another great time to do love attraction magic, which is for yourself. I was gonna say that. So we talked about the different fragrances. We talked about how you can use lilac, you can use jasmine, rose, vanilla, magnolia. You can also use honey and sugar. Now I added those two, honey and sugar, just because you can use honey in a lot of your sweetening spells. So maybe if you want to sweeten up a self-love spell that you already have going on for yourself, then you can use honey, and you can also use sugar. It's just sweeten up, you know, any type of spell work that you may be doing in general. Gods and goddesses, now the herbs and certain oils will correlate with certain deities as well. So we can start down the line with Hathor, since she is here. Hathor is actually the divine mother. Ways to really invoke her, because she's the goddess of beauty, song, and dance, and joy. So working with her is definitely doing a lot of singing. If you sing a lot to yourself, if you know, play your music like alone out loud, and like light a candle, drink some wine if you are old enough. Get into that energy. Dancing is really much so earth-based, and it basically is done in a lot of African, because we're talking about Egypt a little bit, done in a lot of African religions. Dancing, it wakens up the earth, it wakens up the energy around you, and the whole phrase of dance to make it rain comes from the African, you know, because we would dance, especially if our crops were failing, we would dance to the gods, for the spirits of the rain, spirits of the waters, to call forth that energy to help us. So dancing was very much so part of that thing. It's all elemental and earth-based and about animism. Working with love, you really want to start tuning yourself to that frequency of love. So that means even listening to certain sounds. So I have a lot of bells. Like those who know me know I have a lot of bells, and you can buy a tuning fork. Now, mine is not in the hertz that you need, but 528 hertz is the heart chakra hertz, and it's also for DNA regeneration. So you can use the frequency to help. This is 512, so I'm just using it for demonstrations purposes, but you know, why not just, you know, you can definitely use your tuning forks or sound bowls, or you can go on YouTube and find videos on different frequencies to listen to. Your subconscious will still pick up on the frequencies while you're sleeping. So best to make sure that if your attraction of love is that there are a plethora of awesome videos on YouTube to listen to for attraction and 528 hertz, which is the heart frequency. I actually will do a separate video on the crystals as well, just so you guys can see. There are a few stones that you can work with, and I will do a separate video on the crystals to work with. Moonstone, aquamarine, carnelian, rose quartz, also clear quartz, because I told you that you can use clear quartz. Oh, it's like right here. Definitely incorporate clear quartz. Also work with Freya. Freya, I actually have a tattoo of Freya. I love, she represents the day of Friday, so she is the Norse. She's wife to Odin, and she is the goddess of witchcraft and also the mother. When you're working with any spirit, even ancestors, that you are on top of your things that you may have promised to them that you would get for them, and things that you said to them that you were going to do. You have to make sure that your relationship with them is very much so consistent and you are truthful when working with any of your spirits, because they are watching and they can mess you up. We also have Bastet. Now that's going back to Egypt. I don't know why I'm jumping around, but that's going back to Egypt. Bastet is the cat goddess. She's very much so in a lot of hieroglyphs, in a lot of paintings in Egypt, because people don't like cats because they say that they're mean. I don't think cats are mean. I just think that cats just have a different vibe that you have to understand. Cats are loving. The feline energy is very much so loving. If you've seen a mother protects her kitten, divine rage, you will get that. Is that she is, in nature, will be the same energies that will play out, but also with human characteristics as well. But Bastet, she has both of the energies of the feline, and the nurturing yet ferocious energy of the feline, and the loving energy as well that comes with, working with feline energy as well. You have Lilith, who is the first woman, and she's from biblical texts, actually. She's always been depicted as the snake that enticed Adam and Eve. She's depicted as so many evil things, but in reality, she was just a woman that was just trying to make sure that she was standing in her divine right, because she was like, I'm just as equal to a man. Lilith was actually, I feel like, the first feminist, and she was standing up for divine right. We have Ezuli Dantor, which is from the Haitian hoodoo, which is what I practice as well. I actually have a sigil of her, because that's one of my other main spirits that I work with as well. Her day is Tuesday, which is today. So happy Ezuli Day. She is if you Google any pictures of Ezuli, she looks like a depiction of Mother Mary. And that's basically what she is. She is a protector of children, women, and the family. She is just one of those energies that you call upon when you are looking for love. And if you look at her veve or her sigil, it looks like a heart too. So I had to incorporate her as well. And if you work with her too, she will actually, you form a relationship with her as well. And it's more so your spirit of discernment kind of increases. It increases when interaction with people, because it's almost like you have to kind of have her agree with it as well and be like, okay, like we can move forward. So you also have Ezuli Dantor. You also have Yemeya. Yemeya is also another Orisha, and she is she's the mermaid. She's the African mermaid. So my mother actually, that's another spirit that we work with as well. So we work with a plethora of spirits in our house, and so it's all unique, your individual relationship with your spirits. So she is a spirit to really call upon if you work with the water element. So in working with her as well, her altar setup is very simple. You just gotta make sure that nothing from the ocean is on her altar, because she's a mermaid herself. So she has, as a deity, as an energy, she has all of that within the waters itself. So you don't put no shells on her altar, really, as much. You can probably have like a abalone shell for burning sage, but of course water. You can also work with Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the Greek goddess of love. She is the one that was born from the foam of a wave. So if you want to work with Aphrodite, that is a perfect relationship that you can work with, because I've never worked with the energy of Aphrodite, but if you do want to get more into working with that energy, I would definitely say do your research on her, because I've done it a little bit myself, and it's pretty interesting and very beautiful. About our baths too in our last video, so if you didn't see it, please check it out. It's I will go more into detail about how to do love baths and how to prepare one in a bowl, just so that you guys can physically see the herbs and how you should work with them and get it prepared for a bath. So I can definitely do a video on how to prepare a love bath. a few videos that I'm going to be doing for February. So please keep your notifications on. If you have not, click that bell, please. And if you have not already, please subscribe. We would love to have you here. I'm always looking at the comments and, you know, seeing what you guys say. So I love seeing the feedback and I love getting it. So I will catch you guys in the next video. It's actually gonna be the same day. So the next video, I will see you guys, and I hope you guys have a great night. Take care, guys.